In this video, I'm going to be diving off the Newport jetty in Oregon. You're going to see a lot of sea life, watch me catch a couple of fish, and even watch me wrestle with a monster.
Alright, back out here at Newport, and we're going to get in. It is chilly today. It's about 45 degrees out here. That is why I always fill up this cooler with hot water, and I stuff my wetsuit in there while I drive down here. I got about an hour and a half drive, so
As I'm diving down, you can hear me clear my ears to equalize the pressure. That way I'm able to get all the way to the bottom there. And as I'm doing that, I see this jig, and I figure if I can get it out, I'll go ahead and take it home with me. But it was stuck in that rock pretty good, and I knew without pliers I was not going to be able to get that guy. So you can see me take aim and shoot for my first fish. Unfortunately, I missed here, so I'm gonna have to go and get that spear, go back up top, reload, and then come back down and see if I can't get another guy. Got my spear gun loaded up. I'm going back down, and right about here you can tell that my weight belt is just a little too heavy. I'm going to push myself off the rocks, off the seabed there. I do that with the spear gun mostly just to kind of keep my body off the seabed. It makes it a lot easier to have my weight belt a little too heavy rather than too light. I'd rather not be fighting the buoyancy in my suit. You can see here off to my right there's a school of fish that I missed, which is great for me having this Insta360. I can go back, review footage, see what I missed, and it kind of gives me a better idea for what I should be doing next time. I have a bad habit of not looking around, plus the mask kind of limits my view a little bit. But you can see I found a fish here, thought about taking a shot on that guy, but he just moved a little bit too quick for me. As I'm looking around, I do see another fish. He darted around right here, and I was able to line up, take a shot at him, and I got him. So we're going to go ahead and take him home. I'm going to get him brained, I'm going to bleed him out, put him on the stringer, and eventually we're going to fillet him up at the end. So the loud noise you're able to hear there in the back is actually a boat that's passing through that jetty channel, and he's probably somewhat close to me relative to him being in the middle of the jetty, whereas I'm over here by all these jetty rocks. So I know he's not going to hit me, but it does give you a bit of an uneasy feeling every now and then. So as I'm diving back down here again, I see on the rock a kelp crab, And these guys, you can actually harvest as many as you want, but there is so little meat on them. You'd have to get a bunch of them for it to kind of be worth it. Really, you're only going to get meat out of those claws. I'm not going to be doing that today, so I'm just kind of checking them out and put them back on the rock where I found them. After doing a bunch of hole hunting, I finally found one that was hiding in the rocks here. I popped off a shot and luckily I hit him, so I went ahead, took him up to the top, got him brained, bled him out, and put him on the stringer and went back down for the next one. After doing some more hole hunting, I find this fish that's hiding along the rocks. I take a shot at him, and I don't know how I missed him. I think I must have just hit the top of his head. Maybe it just bounced off, but unfortunately I missed, so I had to go back up, reload my gun, and then try again. This fish you're about to see swim off here, I believe, is a Lingcod. They usually like to hang out on top of those rocks there, and they got some really good camouflage. So if you spot one, you got to hit them quick, because if you get too close, they will swim off. They get pretty spooked. So as I went a little bit further, I found a crab. I wasn't sure if it was just a molt or if the crab was alive, so I went ahead and took a poke at it with my spear, and sure enough, he was moving. I wanted to see if it was male or female. I thought about taking him home, but then I thought about the last time I did that, and I did not get a whole lot of meat out of just one crab. You want to get at least 5 or 6 for a decent meal there, although Dungeness crab does taste delicious. It's pretty neat being able to see this sea life, all the stuff that people usually don't get to see. There was a cluster of sea stars here, just kind of all piled on top of each other, probably feeding on something, I imagine. And then I found a red rock crab that was hiding in between these two rocks here. That was pretty interesting as well. So what you were not able to see is that there was a massive lingcod hiding underneath this rock. I took aim, I shot at him, I know I hit him. Honestly, I think I scalped him like an Indian. I think it just did not go all the way through. He was able to pull off. I felt it pull on that spear there. And I kept checking 3 or 4 times after, trying to look for this guy. I didn't want him to suffer. Unfortunately, I did not find where he went, though. He went pretty far underneath those rocks, and I just could not get to him. I was out of air. There was just no way that I was going to be able to get that guy, unfortunately. As I was catching my breath up top, I was looking around, and between these 2 rocks, I found a monkey-faced eel. If you don't know anything about monkey-faced eels, they're some ugly-looking fish, but they taste great. And so I was able to get a shot off on this guy, and I was hoping that that might kill him instantly. They have a super hard skull. I mean, it's like harder than granite. And unfortunately, that did not happen. So you pretty much got to cut the head off these things if you want to kill them. And not only that, but they have these specialized gills that allow them to breathe air for about 35 hours, as long as they're staying moist. So that's why they like to hang up here. It's safer for them. They're able to stick inside those small, tight spaces. Unfortunately for this guy, I found him. He stuck his neck out just a little too far, and he went home with me to become dinner. And then the best part about getting out of the water is you're tired, you're cold, your feet are numb, and you got all this gear plus the fish you got to take back up with you. You got to climb up all these jetty rocks, hope you don't break an ankle, fall over, bust your head. It's a great time. So unfortunately, when I went to record here, I turned my phone horizontal, but I guess I did not get it there before I hit the record button. So everything kind of recorded vertically. I had to do a lot of cropping to be able to get you guys this angle. You're going to see that my flaying skills aren't the best. I'm definitely still learning there. I'm not like those guys in Depot Bay who are able to just flay these up in 2 seconds. I got to take my time with it. I don't get all of the meat off of them, but I really try my best.
Look at that guy. He was just about probably 23 inches there. Something like that. Man, he is hard to cut through. I don't know if I'm not a good filleter, but he's got some bones in there or something. There we go, it's a little bit easier. All right, made the tax man happy.
Thanks for watching, y'all. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see some more outdoorsy videos, such as doing some more spearfishing, backcountry camping. Eventually, I'm going to be climbing Mount Hood, Mount St. Helens, doing some really cool stuff. So you'll be able to see all of that as you follow